Pain is just part of life. We all go through pain. Pain of an event, a loss of a loved one, pain that is physical. Either way, pain provides us 3 ways to respond to it. The first one is the initial reaction to ignore the pain or blame others. Now, this is events in your life, other people, or blaming yourself. The second way you deal with pain is just changing your life conditions. The third way you can do it is by changing your blueprint. And we haven't really talked about the blueprint, but the blueprint, what I'm talking about, is really changing your physiology, your focus, and your meaning. I want to let you know that nobody is coming to save you. There is no Superman unless that Superman lives inside of you. We all go through challenges and struggles, but you got to understand you can't play the victim role. You're at the infancy stage, and I know many of you listening to this have ideas, and you're at the infancy stage where you're just developing them. I said, imagine you are the idea. So let's take a cereal box as an example. I want you to imagine that you are the cereal box. Now, if you're a cereal box, how do you make yourself more attractive so customers want to pick you up and buy you? Do you have a goal or a dream or something you want to do and you just can't take the first step? Take a whack at it. You know, you can't hit a home run unless you step up to play. You can't catch a fish unless your line is in water. So whatever it is you want to do, go for it. Who are you? I mean, if I was to ask you, who are you? You would probably give me a standard response. What you do for a living, where you live, maybe a couple of your interests. But really at the core, who are you? And have you taken time to actually write that down? You're looking for the best coffee shop in your area or best personal training studio, or maybe you're looking for a solution to a problem. Like, how do I start my own business? Or how do I know what SEO is or search engine optimization? There's all kinds of questions people ask. And so when doing this as a business owner, your first impression or your home base is going to be your website. Well, how is your website performing? If I go onto your website, how is it working? When I'm talking to business owners about their business model and how they actually want to get out of their business so they can become the authors of their own story. And oftentimes what happens is a business owner is building the business as a solopreneur and they surround themselves by key people, yet they haven't been able to take themselves out of the business. Build your business so you can sell it. Now, maybe you don't want to sell it and that's fine. But by building your business so you could sell it, so you're building it as if you're going to sell it, this gives you a whole variety of opportunities. And one of those key opportunities is pulling yourself out of the business. So you stop being the bottleneck of that business and you can go out, you can travel, you can be the author of your own story. Thinking time. Here I am early in the morning before my family is up, in my office, and I just take some time to actually think. And what am I thinking about? Well, I'm thinking about my life, my author of your own story life, but also my business. So I set aside and compartmentalize 2 different segmented times during my day. So taking time first thing in the day to set my mind, to set my intention and go through my hour of power, but then set aside that thinking time, right? So that time to think about strategy, think about what's going on with the business. What are the higher level things that get done to reach my outcome? You know, the 6 human needs or the driving force of human nature. The first one's certainty, right? And so this is one that means you feel the need to be certain. You need that certainty. Certainty where you're gonna live, certainty about your job. The second human need is uncertainty, right? This is why some people go skydiving, bungee jumping. They go from job to job. They love to travel, adventure. They need that variety is the spice of life type of idea. Then we have the third, which is significance, right? How important am I? And of course, there's the opposite, which is connection and love, right? So connection and love is just what it sounds about. You live to connect with people and to love and to give love and to receive love in you. Growth, right? And growth is pretty obvious. If you're not growing, you're dying. And if you're watching me right now or listening to me in your earbuds, then obviously growth is important to you. Then we also have contribution. This is giving back. This is giving and not expecting to receive. So this is philanthropy. This is just giving advice to somebody, putting your value out to the world. Now, what do you mean by there's freedom in a schedule? A schedule is so constricting. I want to be able to do what I want when I want. But what I found is by having a schedule, I'm able to actually map out my day, my weeks, my months, my years, and my time to actually optimize my lifestyle for me. So Jim uses the acronym FAST, how to learn anything and how to learn it faster. F stands for forgetting what you already know. A stands for being active. Now you have to be an active participant in your learning. The S stands for your state. What emotional state are you in? And T is for teach, right? So teach it. So when you teach something, you're not only learning it once, but you're learning it twice. What's more painful is by not thinking about what it is to fail. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Growth Hacks. Please put your comments right down below and remember to click subscribe. This way we can ensure that we're delivering these daily growth hacks right to you each and every day. On behalf of the whole team here, remember, go out and be the author of your own story.